This is Kim Agee. I'm recording this video for Mr. Bara's ITM 501 class for Module 4. The topic at hand has to do with cloud computing, otherwise known as software as a service. And the question that we are dealing with is whether or not I think software as a service or cloud computing will take over and go to the forefront in the next couple years. And the answer to that is no. I do not think that software as a service, or SaaS as they have abbreviated it in our online reading articles, I do not think it'll become as popular as they think it will. And I have several reasons for this. The first reason is software as a service is somewhat already used, as pointed out in one of the online readings. For example, like Google Docs and like Gmail, things like that. People already have so much of their information online. Facebook, they have personal messages on there and communications to people, sometimes work related. There's just various things that are already online that make up for not having your all of your documents online. And another reason I think that it will not be the main focus is because I think, as pointed out in Bruce Schneier's article, that there are security issues. This was the first thing I thought of actually when I read the assignment. I thought, wow, I wouldn't want to have all of my documents online, because what if something happens to that server? As pointed out in one of the articles, a company could go bankrupt. One of the hosting companies for the software could go bankrupt, and that site has all of your documents on it, and then what are you supposed to do? You can't recover those because they're not saved on your personal computer. If you were going to go the route to use software as a service or cloud computing, I would say to back it up on your computer, so you have an extra copy on your hard drive. Although this kind of defeats the purpose of using cloud computing or software as a service, because the whole point of it is so that you don't have to take up your computer's memory to store your documents and pictures and things like that. And just recently, actually on June 6th, Steve Jobs from Apple announced that they are launching iCloud for Apple users, where they can store music online, they can store pictures online, documents, things like that, that they can like download to their iPads and iPods for their use. So that's also coming to the forefront. I'm not sure if that will be as successful as some of the other Apple applications, like the iTunes, things like that, for the reasons I said before. I mean, I think, and actually in the article on CNN.com for the iCloud, they said that the items can only be stored online for about a year. So that would be a problem, because what if you are like me and sometimes maybe forget things? You're like, your year comes up and, oh, sorry, now all your music's not there, your pictures aren't there, and you haven't saved them to your computer, then you're going to be out of luck. There's just a big trust issue with storing all of your personal documents online. Like, for example, I maintain a budget for my household in Excel. That's definitely not something I want to store online, because hackers could get into any of these software things and view people's documents. They would know my budget. People could, people surprise you. And sometimes stuff they save online, they shouldn't save online, like personal information. And if that were to get hacked into, then that's, all they're vulnerable. All the information is vulnerable. So therefore, I just think I'm not as trusting of software as a service. So I will continue to use, save my documents on my personal computer, and I think a lot of people will continue to do so. I think that it won't be as popular as, I don't think it'll take over. It's like the question posed: do I think it'll be, a main concept? No, I don't. I think people would store their music, they would store their pictures, but I don't think they'd be storing like personal documents online. And I agree with the skeptics, only because there have been major security breaches with numerous sites, even government sites that are supposed to be some of the most secure, that have gotten hacked into and personal information's been taken. So I think that is more important than the ease and convenience of storing your documents online. Not to mention the fact that what if, your internet goes out and you have a presentation for work tomorrow and your documents are online that you need the information for? Well, sorry, you're out of luck. If the internet's not working, then you have no recourse. Whereas if I have them saved on my computer, I don't need the internet to view them. I can just open them up in my documents and prepare myself as need be. So that is my commentary on the software as a service. To reiterate, I do not think that the concept will be as popular. I don't think it'll take over the future. I think it'll be used in limited amounts by people, but I do not think that people should use it as an all-encompassing feature to, store all of their stuff online. So thank you very much, and that is it.